I wanted to make sure I had everything that I wanted to speak about, so I wrote a little note to myself so I could make sure I didn't forget anything. So let me just get that. And it starts, good evening. Welcome guests, co-workers, family members of co-workers, to the First Manhattan 50th year anniversary. Now, me being up here making this speech may be a surprise to you all, because I tend to use a lot of profanity when I'm happy and when I'm mad. But today, I'm going to keep it clean. And guess what? Me being up here is also a surprise to me, as I feel there are more people with funnier stories to tell. I don't know if I was the last choice after everyone else said no. And the party committee said, let's move down the list and see who we could ask. Let's ask employee number 125. For those who don't know, I'm employee number 125. I've been employed at First Manhattan for 46,920 hours. For the non-mathematicians here, 23 years. Please don't think that I'm here to give a stat about this company or even myself, because that would be too ostentatious of me. I know big words too. But since they asked me to say something about the company, I would like to say that without me, this company would be lost in the 20th century. Okay, maybe Ralph had something to do with it. I'll give you an example. I remember when we were still using runners to get messages from the downtown office to the uptown office. And Ralph came to me one day with a brilliant idea. He said, you know what we could use? Homing pigeons. So we can eliminate the runners and get the message downtown faster. Ralph was always coming. So we started making little pouches that were attached to the pigeon legs. And to let everybody know, the pigeon was definitely faster. That was the message. It was a revolutionary accomplishment. We got rid of it after Ralph got tired of cleaning up after. Now this may sound funny to most people here, and some may even shake their head. But one thing I can always say about First Manhattan, we were always 3 steps behind. Now, I don't think this is a bad thing, because the slower you are, the less you trip. For example, when everyone else was having Microsoft-related issues with viruses and email corruption, we were still using Lotus Notes. As I mentioned previously, I've been at this company for 23 years. And in those years, I've met some interesting characters. Now, these individuals, whom I will not name, can put a smile on your face or make you shake your head. give you an example. I once had a person leave me 6 messages at 8:30 in the morning, telling me that something was wrong with his PC. I called the individual and asked, hey, what's going on with you this morning? They said, I can't get a live on screen to sign my password in. I asked, did you reboot your machine? And that person replied, I did that at least 8 times. I said, reboot it one more time while I'm on the phone. The individual said, I just did that. I asked, what do you see on the screen? He replied, it says no signal. I said, you know the monitor is not the computer. And the person tried to explain himself even more. He said, well look, I've been turning this TV off and on, and I'm not getting any picture on it. And then, for a moment of silence, he said, you think I'm stupid? I did not know how to. I'm not going to say what I thought about it. So I went to his office, sat in his chair, and pushed the power button on his computer. Not the button on the monitor. A funny thing happened. Miracles are miracles, the computer went on. Guess what the person said to me? You must have done something in your office before. Like I said, something just leaves you shaking your head. And we also have individuals that leave a different type of smile on your face. This person like John Zhang. As long as I've known John Zhang, I've never been wrong about anything. Even when he's wrong, he talks to you so much you start disbelieving yourself. He's also a very funny character. I'll give you a quick story. I just received my iPhone, and John was quick to volunteer. Let me help you set up your iPhone. John, I can do it for myself, John. No, let me help you. Okay, John, no problem. Having access to my iPhone, he went through my contact list, found his name, and changed his name to my wife's name. Then, for the next hour, John would send me nasty messages. I began to think, what the hell did I do with my life? I started thinking, I couldn't think of anything. So I said to myself, as soon as I get an extra moment, I'm gonna call my wife and ask what the hell she mean by all these texts. I called my wife, what the hell do you mean by all these texts? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't text you. At this time, John is laughing. So I hang up thinking, John being so nosy. Then I got 2 more nasty texts. I called my wife again. I said, this time she seemed very annoyed. I seriously said, listen, I did not text you at all. I immediately turned around and knew that John was behind it. I opened the contact information to see that message, and John's information was there, so I knew it was John. Well, let's get back to why we're really here. We're here to celebrate a company that's been around for 50 years. Now, everyone knows that in order to have anything last that long, whether it's be a company, a marriage, a friendship, you need to have a few things. You need to have a strong foundation, great foresight, and great leadership. And this company has been fortunate enough to have all of these things. Plus, of course, they have me and David Gottesman. Who I would like to say is one of the main reasons why I still love working in this company. I don't know if many of you know, but I consider David Gottesman a very good friend. We have had many laughs, shared many jokes, And although he seems to think he's funnier than I am, I know I'm funnier. Our friendship is rooted in our military service, as we both perform secret missions that we cannot speak about. On another note, my friend Mr. Gottesman is the cornerstone in the corner office of this company. And it has been a pleasure and a joy working for a company that he's been part of for so long. And so in closing, I would like all First Manhattan employees to raise their glasses and toast their fellow employees, because after all, without that person sitting in the cubicle next to you or in the office across from you, we would not be the company we are today. Here for the next 50 years, thank you and good night.